In our drafting class, we decided to incorporate technology by making instructional videos after all of our lesson plans. We made videos on how to use scale, how to dimension, how to do sections, elevations, and so forth. We also put them on a blog so we could all reference them for homework, and we went over them in class to see what we did wrong and what we could improve in the future. We made videos on how to use scale, how to dimension, how to do sections, elevations, and so forth. We also put them on a blog so we could all reference them for homework.
Is it easier for you to learn by doing or by seeing someone else do it?
Especially since we're all artists in an art school, we don't learn by the typical, you study for a test, you take a test, you move on. Like, that doesn't really work for us. So the fact that we're hands-on and we're teaching each other and communicating with each other openly, and then we had that reference to carry with us when we went home to do it again, I think that really appealed to the way our learning style is. We'll make a tick where the 0 is, and another where the 2 is. And I'm going to use the parallel bar to draw the straight edge. We don't ever want to use the straight edge of the architectural scale because it is not a true straight edge. I also want to do my best to work from the top of the page to the bottom to reduce smudging of the graphite. So I'll line it back up, make my next tick mark here, and on the other side. And I'll be using my triangle for the vertical lines. When you use your triangle, you want to try not to slide it across your page, but pick it up and move it whenever you need. Those are our vertical lines. And again with the horizontal bar. And this is a 2-foot by 2-foot square drawn at a 1-inch scale.
How did it help you?
It was extremely helpful to have to step-by-step explain exactly what we were doing and the correct way to do it and the tools that we were using to do it, so that we better understood ourselves when we were walking people through. It was helping us understand exactly what we needed to do.
Hello! The goal of this video is to illustrate how dimensioning an architectural drawing, such as a floor plan or an elevation or etc., would go. Basically, the definition of dimensioning is the graphic conveying of measurements, and we always dimension in feet and inches. We never go up to 13 inches. It's always 1 foot, 1 inch. We never do 0 feet, so many inches. It's always just writing in inches. So the things that we need to use when drawing our extension lines is we need a straight edge, or you can use a ruler, or anything that you know for sure is straight. You need a mechanical pencil or a lead holder like this, and you need your triangle. So there are 3 different kinds of dimension lines. There's the primary extension dimension line, which is the farthest one out, and I'll draw it for you right here. It's going to be the top, and it's for just basically the whole width of the floor plan or elevation. Then there are secondary, which is any major walls or structural elements, and then our tertiary, which is the third ones, and those will be any supplementary walls, doors, or windows.
What type of things did you learn?
Everything. Everything that we were going to learn and maybe would have overseen in just class taking notes, we were forced to learn in depth to be able to explain it to someone who we would envision as being totally ignorant to anything we were doing.
It was more than just learning the steps and learning how to draw the lines. It was taken to a different level where we had to actually understand why we were taking those steps and why we were drawing those lines, which allowed us to really retain full extent of the information that was presented to us.
And to be able to teach it to other classmates or whoever was viewing.
That was helpful to you?
Extremely helpful. And to see ourselves on film, to understand the mistakes we were saying, or if we were articulating our words, or if we needed to be louder, or just seeing ourselves helped pick up little mistakes that we might not have.
What kind of drafting mistakes did you make that you learned to correct?
All of them. Everything. From not doing tick marks, from writing, dimensioning below the dimension line.
From drawing a line with the scale.
Yeah, to the placement of things properly.
Learning to not freehand.
Yes. Not slide your tools across your
Bottom
paper.
top.
Yeah.
Yes.
And each of these little hash marks represent an inch.
A line. Now,
Alright, there's our 11-inch line on a 3/8 scale.
Yeah, everything.
So referencing the videos later was helpful to you?
Yeah.
How did
Especially
you?
if we had if we were stuck on one thing at home and I kind of forgot and my notes didn't clarify exactly what I needed to do, just to be able to log in and say this is what you need to do and this is how you do it, really helped.
And we showed. We didn't just say it. And it's like we actually went through the motions as if we were virtually in the classroom being taught physically exactly what to do. And we witnessed either ourselves or a classmate going through all of the motions, and it just gives you this completely new level of confidence in what you're doing because you're seeing it happen from your home.
And when reading a 3D that's telling us to make 3D images, it's hard to visualize that in my mind. I kind of needed someone to start me out to how to position the angular lines to be able to really get it going. And once I figured out how to get it going, I could better image what it was supposed to end up looking like.
What was not helpful, or what did you not like about the assignments of making videos?
Just a lot of trial and error because we are the first class to try this in our drafting class so far. So the trial and error was a little bit tough, but we were able to go back and redo things, which helped reinforce the knowledge that we had gained. So the bad actually turned into a good thing.
Yeah.
It was interesting in the end, I think, to see our growth from the beginning, the first video, to where we've brought it now. Just with our quality of videos and the knowledge of what we're doing, I think it's greatly improved.
What was your favorite video so far out of the bunches that have been made?
Actually, the originals.
Yeah. The bloopers.
The bloopers?
Yeah.
Conversations.
The
No, the other side of the scale. Your other left.
No, maybe?
I think 10 feet.
Ta-da! An 11-inch scale, or an 11-inch line. Okay, the next one we're going to do is,
11-foot line. No, inch.
Inch, yeah.
My bad.
Inch.
Darn it.
It's fine.
Should we start over?
No.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to show you how to use an architect scale today. Take two.
Also, we're going to have notes over here explaining basically, every pickle has to be laid exactly 1/4 of an inch apart. The bread must be sesame. The mayonnaise must be on top of the lettuce.
The half crescent rainbow looking shape.
If you could do it again, would you do it again?
Yes. I would do it for every class we have.
Thank you for listening.